Today's episode brings us a no crank, no start, no cluster. The vehicle stalled out on the owner while driving and is now no crank, no start. This is a very long diagnostic video. I'm going to show you my process step by step, and along the way, you'll see some errors I make. "2004 F250, no crank, no start. I don't see the cluster doing much of anything at all. I was told it's popping fuses. So I believe it's supposed to be this 50 amp fuse in this slot right here. So that would be fuse 116. So let's figure out what fuse 116 is. All right, so the ignition switch is right here. This is a common thing to have gone bad, but maybe it's something else. I did just recently work on one of these, but that was a man-made issue. So first we're gonna pull up service information. CNW 21. All right, yep, 2004 F250. I like to open up my new tabs right off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and open up 3 additional ones with this one because never know how deep we're going to get. For me, the aftermarket diagrams are generally easier whenever I'm trying to do power and ground distribution diagrams. Let's see here. I wonder if we can... What number was it? 116. 116. Where are you at? Of course. I'm sure you might find it before me. Here we go. 116. Central junction box behind lower left side of dash. That's exactly where we need to be. Okay. Let's go ahead and click that. See what it powers up. It's supposed to be a 30 amp fuse. There's a 50 amp fuse installed. So we can already tell that that's a problem. Okay, now this goes to the ignition switch. Oh boy. Goes to the ignition switch. That means it powers up a whole gang of stuff. Now, what we need to do is figure out, is it popping the fuse right now, or does it pop only with the key on? That's the big question, because let's see here, E 2 of 4, which I believe is, yeah, this diagram, 2 of 4. Let's find E. I missed it. Where's it at? E, D, 2 of 4, D to C, 1 of 4, C to B, B to A to battery. So that is a hot at all times. That fuse is hot at all times. So what we're going to have to do is start by isolating the network. It's going to be the easiest way to do this. All right, so we've got the test light hooked up into the fuse. It's acting as a fuse. I turn the key on, light lights up. Turn the key off, light goes out. So this is definitely a problem that happens only with the key on. Now it's in run. Accessory, let's see if it lights up with accessory. No, it does not light up with accessory. Key on and then run. So start and run. Start and run. It does both. Let's turn that off. That's extremely annoying. Okay, we're going to start with G. Or actually, it may be the best option to try out an amp clamp. The amp clamp is probably going to be the way to go here. I was going to get an amp clamp because, for one, I love to use them. Two, it probably will work. We'll see. I still may use it, but knowing, having a known good, knowing how much current is supposed to flow would be ideal, and I don't. So this side, the red and light green or white and yellow wire is not fused. That is a constant power to wherever it's going. Now it's here, it says diesel and central junction box, fuel injector control module. And then I believe it goes over here to fuse 43, fuse 45, and down into this area. So what we're going to do is start here with G, and then we can go to, actually, we're going to start with fuse 45, fuse 43. We're going to unplug both of those. Let's go over to G, which is to fuse 33, diagram 204. G is right here. Fuse 33 controls a couple things. We're going to unplug that one. So let's do that. So 33 is here. So that's going to be this 15 amp fuse. Like so. Take that out. Doesn't appear to be blown. Looks good. The other fuse was going to be 43. Whereas 43 is right here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. So the 15 amp fuse, that looks good. And then we got fuse 45, which is 2 over from that. 1, 2, I think it's unplugged already. So if we got, let's see here, 48, 47, 46, 45. Fuse 45 is not in there. It's not even plugged in. Perhaps that's blowing. Maybe fuse 45 is also popping. We shall see. So now, obviously, it's still going to light up. Oh, it does not light up now. Okay. So we have done a good job of eliminating the draws. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and install one fuse. Let's try 33. Oops. Doesn't light up. Still no crank. Now let's take that one out. Install it here. That's our 43. That's not lit up. Oh, my bulb's acting up. Okay. Take out that one. Bulb's still lit. We take out the other one. bulb's still lit. So the bulb is lit, even though we have all of the fuses removed. So that tells us we're still touching ground somewhere. So I think we're looking at a faulty ignition switch. So now maybe the amp clamp will come in handy. Let's grab the amp clamp, see what we can find. Okay, so what we're gonna do is possibly use our amp clamp. I wanna use it, but we're not ready yet. So we got G, and then we have our red and light green or white and yellow. It says accept diesel. Comes down to a fuel heater relay and a fuel injector control module. Swings over to fuse 43 and fuse 45. It does power up the PCM relay as well. PCM power relay. So let's go ahead and take out these two fuses, and then we'll take out fuse 33, 204. Let's see here. There's G. Goes to fuse 33, and that's it. Okay, so keys off, lights off. I've already taken out these fuses. Light still lights up. So what we're going to need to do is go and find that PCM power relay and unplug it. Let's see where that's at. Okay. Let's see here. PCM power relay. I bet you that's the one that we need. Hot at all times. Comes from the central junction box. Yeah, that's going to be it. Well, actually it says hot at all times. That's not going to be it, if I'm correct. Let's see here. PCM power relay hot at all times. PCM power relay. It's not hot at all times. It's only hot and run and start. Very interesting. Is there a discrepancy? Oh, sorry. Here we go. This is how it works. Here's our ignition switch. White and yellow comes down, feeds in. There's a diode. Central junction box behind lower left side of dash. PCM power relay. Let's figure out which relay that is. All right. We're going to hope that it's 302. I think that's the correct one. So 302 is this one here, which is 1, 2. It's the center relay. It's this one here. Let's go key on. Lights up. Still lit up. So either we're grabbing the wrong relay. Let's see. All right, so one thing that we do see here is fuse 22. That's activated by the PCM power relay. Now the control side of PCM power relay is power comes from the ignition switch, runs over to PCM diode. So fuse 22, technically, as soon as you go key on, this should be hot, which, sorry about that brightness, but we got the bulb on. Fuse 22 is this fuse right here. This one right here, and we have no light. It's not lighting up at all. That's very, very interesting. You can see that it does work. All right, so that's a clue. Let's keep going. All right, now checking what I believe is the powertrain relay. We have one power, keys on. That gives us nothing. Next pin gives us nothing. Top pin gives us nothing. The center pin gives us nothing. So we have one power that is always hot. All right, now we're going to check for ground. Obviously that's our power. It's not going to be shorted to ground. Here we have one ground in the far left. Oh, melting some stuff here. I don't normally run that bright light. Can't see. Okay, there's a ground. And here's a ground. So now we have two grounds, three grounds. So we have three grounds on our PCM power relay. Three grounds. One power. Key off. Three grounds and one power. So that must be the issue. Is that on 86, we have a ground right here, the white and yellow wire. There's a short to ground whenever we have the key on. Where do these wires go? We get fuel heater relay. And we get fuel injector control module. Let's see what's the easiest to unplug. Okay, so search bar, typed in fuel injector control module. Let's go to remove and replace. Where is this thing located? It says coolant reservoir, pop that off. Move the turbocharger intake tube. Okay, so it's somewhere beneath, looks like it's on a valve cover. Now let's go to, what was the other thing we have to check? Excuse me. Fuel heater relay. Lower left side of dash. Let's figure out which one that is. Or if my phone shows us that information. Fuel heater relay. Fantastic. It does not. It does not show us that. So let's see if all data has the answer, because I don't think it does. Fuel heater relay. Are you there, my friend? Components, locations. Oh, look at this. I finally found the diagram. PCM power relay is the center relay. PCM power relay, that's the center. Fuel heater relay is the one directly below it. So that would be this one here. Take that off. All right. So what next? Let's go back to our wiring diagram. And basically we're going to try and see. And now, well, no. Let me think. I'm trying to think if I can bring the amp clamp in yet to save the day. And we might be able to. We might it might be able to. Maybe. It's a big maybe right now. Okay, so basically what we want to do is we want to see if, yep, test light still lights up. So that tells us that we're still there. Let's install this PCM power relay, and then let's see if our fuse, what number is that? 22 is hot. Is fuse 22 hot? And the answer is no, it's still not. So it's still shorted to ground there. Most likely. Let's check and make sure our test light's working. And indeed it is. So what are we going to do? We are going to go to this glow plug control module. That may be the next step that we have to take. I think that it is. We're going to do glow plug control module. Sorry, fuel injector control module. Unplug it. Which connector? Says C1388. Let's blow that up. C1388. That's the connector that we need to remove on the glow plug control module. So we'll keep that diagram up. It's nice to have. Go up here to the search bar. C13, sorry, 88. No articles found. Did I read that wrong? C1388C. No, I read that correct. Right here, click. Okay. Gives us something. Shows us at least what it looks like. We don't get a color or anything like that. Maybe it's only got one. Let's climb on top of this truck here. Sorry, here it is. It's underneath the coolant reservoir. Here's the intake boot, turbocharger. There it is, and it appears that the connectors are on the bottom. So it has to be removed and then unplugged. Let's think about this. It's gotta be something easier to do. The fuel injector control module is unplugged. The technician did that. You got it unplugged?
Yeah, it's unplugged.
Oh, now the light's on. Hey, do me a favor, Carl. Can you wiggle that harness? Go ahead.
I wiggle it.
Yeah, it moved, it flickered. Try to wiggle it some more, harder. There you go. There, right there. Do it again. Right there, that's the problem. Right there. Let me see what you got.
Yeah.
The problem is the harness, huh?
Yeah.
Where are you wiggling it at?
Right here.
Well, that's hard to see.
Yeah, it's the seat.
Okay, so wiggling the harness in there. Hey, let me see here. Right in there where those three connectors are, we wiggle the harness, and sure enough, the short is there. So we can probably dig a little bit deeper and see if we can find it exactly, because it's touching bare metal. Shake it again, Carl. All right, so he's moving that harness down in there. Extremely hard to see, but as he moves it, the light flickers. So somewhere in that is going to be our issue. We're going to have to dig down deep in there.
Move it so damn way, man.
Oh yeah, good idea. Okay, the light's lit up. We're wiggling this. What we found is, see, it's flickering. We're close. There's a connector right here. When I tug on this connector, it really changes. That connector right there with the bright colored wires. That connector right there, I think it goes to this one, Carl. Yeah, maybe
It's a problem I come from the harness.
from the other side, right?
No, me I talk from the harness.
Right here.
See, it's on when you touch right there, so you get it. Yes.
That's it. Yeah. Where does that hose? Is it pinched?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If let me move, try
Yeah.
to see if we can move this.
Some sort of a breather right there.
Let me
This-
see if we can move that build over.
Okay, sounds good. And I was pulling it forward.
See?
There you go, right there. That, is it inside of that?
That's what I'm wondering. Right. It's gonna go when you move this damn thing, so me I wonder for the connection.
Okay, so it's not that.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's right here.
You can see it's still doing it.
Oh, what about that aluminum looking right there? That aluminum wire? Yeah. Cause it's not lit up right, or yeah, it is right now. Now it's lit up the whole time.
It's in this wire somewhere, man. No, nothing.
I wonder if it's where it mounts to the cylinder head right there. I don't know. Somewhere over there.
No, nothing.
No, nothing, right? So now it's literally not touching. So it's not the harness. It's got to be where it's rubbing on something. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's it right there.
yeah. See that then?
Nice.
That's it, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
That's it. The bare wire.
Let me open it and see what's in it.
Good find. Good find. Rubbing right here on this stud
Yeah,
because the zip tie stud is missing.
yeah, child.
The BMW is a nice one.
Yeah.
I don't want to fall. Okay.
See that? Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure
That
we
was
can get a
it,
zoom in on that. Let me see.
That was a culprit.
Yep. Broken one. Wasn't broken, it's just rubbing. Good. Thanks for watching Key On Engine Off. If this video helped you or you enjoyed the process, hit that like button and subscribe for more real-world diagnostics and programming content. Got a weird electrical issue or module programming challenge? Drop it in the comments. I might cover it in a future video. Until next time, stay sharp, stay grounded.